Today we are going over our Friday reading worksheet, and we're going to use the story that we read on Wednesday, Vote, to talk about a couple of the things we learned this week. First thing we're going to focus on the first side is author's point of view. So make sure you get your name at the top. Today is the 23rd, so 10, 23, 20. Let's think about point of view. Remember, that's what the author 149. What words or phrases show what the author thinks about voting? All right, so let's look at that page again. It's page 148 again. On it, it says, suppose your town is about to choose a new mayor. How will you do it? You'll vote. Voting is a way to choose. You can vote for favorite books, movie stars, candy bars, even puppies. If someone wants to be elected mayor, she needs to convince as many people as possible to vote for her. All right, so what did she say? Way to choose. So what does she think about voting? It's a way to choose. What else does the author say? People have the right to vote for whoever they want. All right, so then what's the point of view? Well, the point of view is that voting is a good way to show your opinions. Pause it there, because I'm moving on to the next one. I'm turning to page 150. So just turn to the next page. It says, why does the author think people do not vote? Many people just don't vote. Why not? They think their vote is like a little drop of water in an enormous ocean. So why do people not vote? They think their vote is too small. Pause it there if you're still writing. How does she feel about people not voting for this reason? Their vote is only one out of many, many votes, but sometimes the winner of an election is decided by just a few votes. Down at the bottom of the cartoon. If people don't vote, they're letting everyone else decide for them. Well, I wish I could vote, but I can't. But kids can't vote until they're 18. So, how does she feel about people not voting for this reason? Some elections are decided by only a few votes. Thanks for writing small and neat. So how does the author feel about the right to vote? She thinks it's really important. Page 152, what does the author tell us about getting ready to vote? What do you have to do? Well, if you want to vote, you need to register. Does the author think it's hard to find a way to register? Where? at your town office. You can download a registration form from the internet. You might even find a booth set up at a shopping mall or a political rally. Does that sound difficult? No, she thinks it's not difficult. There's a lot of different ways. No, there are many ways. ThereAreManyways. Sorry, it's a little sloppy. Is it easy to get to know the candidates? Look at the next page. Before you vote, you'll need to find out about the different candidates. How? Read the newspapers, watch TV, listen to the radio, surf the internet. Right? So you just have to watch. Is it easy to get to know them? Yes, if you do research, right? So you got to look at things. Page 156. What does the author think about? If you donate lots of money, maybe candidates will listen to you more than other voters. Is that fair? Does that mean your vote will count more than the other voters? There's a lot of disagreement about that. So what does the author think about donating? It's fine, but their votes have to just be, they shouldn't get more of a say than other people. What does the author think about some of the campaign ads? Well, they can be misleading. What is the author's point of view about campaigning? Last week of the campaign, everyone is tired, so it's tiring. All right, last two. 160. Turn to page 160. On page 160, think about the question. What do the illustrations and information on page 160 tell us about how people feel after the voting ends? How do you think people feel? Look at their faces, look at their faces. How do you think they feel? Go ahead, write your answer right here in this line. Once you're done, press play. On page 162, how do voters feel once an election is over? Well, think about it. We said half the people are happy and half the people aren't. What should people do if their candidate loses? Well, they should still tell their ideas to the people who was elected. Can people still write letters and speak to the mayor once the election is over? Yes. Yes, it's not just during an election you can do that. You can do that anytime. What happens when the votes are recounted? Think about what we read. Go back, reread. What happens when the votes are recounted? When you're done with that, go ahead and flip it over. On the back, we've got some prefixes here at the top. So misleading. This is the prefix, and if I look on page 156, it's where it said some of these ads can be very misleading. So if it's misleading, it's not leading you to the right spot. What about recount? Remember, re meant again. So recount means count again. All right? Genre. How do you know this story is nonfiction? Think about what we've learned about nonfiction text this week. Why is this nonfiction? When you're done, press play. Why is it important for people to vote in elections? Why is it important? That's going to go, your answer is going to go right here. And then for your vocab at the bottom, go back and find some of those vocab words and write them in. Like, for example, on page 149, I see the word convince. So I'm going to write convince for my vocab word. What does convince mean? If you're going to convince someone of something, you're going to tell them your opinion. All right, so find two more words, and then find the definitions and put them in there. Remember, this is a test grade because it's Friday, so thanks for doing your best work on it and always doing every single question.